Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Kamala Harris is at it again, possibly the worst vice president in history. And this interview, it just went off the rails. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Kamala Harris does a lot of softball interviews, and it's astounding to me how she can continually mess up softball interviews with friendly organizations. These are organizations that she should walk into and just sail through these interviews. They are completely gimmies, complete gimmies. And yet she manages to have a disaster every single time she speaks. Folks, it's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. So she's on this podcast with two suburban white women, and they're just, they're just bowing to her greatness, right? And it's softball after softball, and yet still, this woman cannot form a cogent sentence. She talks first about democracy and the danger to democracy and what democracy really means. And you tell me, after you listen to this, if you can figure out anything she says. Kamala Harris is a typical politician. Just strings together a bunch of words, tries to sound smart, and moves on. And when you're on a program where they don't challenge you, that's kind of easy to do. Then they get into, all kinds of weirdo stuff after that. There's actually two clips here. And there's another part of the interview I'm not showing you where they talk about feet. Feet on airplanes. Absolute insanity. Folks, I want you to watch this, and then please give me your thoughts when you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
It's important to see that, the nature of democracy, there's a duality to it. It has two sides to it. On the one hand, there's incredible strength, right? That when a democracy is intact, what it does for its people, in terms of the strength it gives its people and protects in terms of individual freedoms and rights, right? And liberties. There's an incredible strength in that, what it does for its people when it is intact. On the other hand, democracy, extraordinarily fragile.
Yeah.
It's only as strong as our willingness to fight for it. That's by nature what a democracy is. It is about the people.
I don't think it's hyperbolic to say this genuinely could be the last democratic election we ever have.
You're right.
Listen to what he says. He's telling you, dictators aren't a dictator for one day, and then it's let the people decide.
No, and I'm going to tell you, as vice president, I've now met with over 150 world leaders, presidents, prime ministers, chancellors, and kings. And in the last 3 international trips I've taken, which are, going back to the end of last year through this year, world leaders have come up to me expressing their real concern